Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I'm currently on a debt-free journey to repay 6 figures worth of student loan debt. Every single Friday I post a video where I talk about our weekly debt payment as well as any side hustle income that we brought in. Any side hustle income that we bring in right now is going straight towards debt, so that's kind of why I group those together. So today is June 4th, so this is officially the first Debt-Free Friday of June. Very exciting. I am very excited to see what progress we're able to make this month. One of my monthly goals for June is to be able to get under $40,000 in debt, which if you have followed me for a while is one of my 2021 goals. So that would be meeting this goal about 6 months early. So very excited about that. And then once we meet that goal, we will be revisiting what we want to do with that goal for the rest of 2021 and what we want to set that goal as. A few Debt-Free Fridays ago, I had discussed either making the goal under 25,000 or under 20,000. My husband and I are still kind of discussing that, and we're leaning more towards under 20,000. We've kind of estimated out the rest of our debt payments for the year and think that that is a feasible goal for us. So we will see. I haven't set it in stone yet, and I will be doing a updated goals video in probably like the first week of July, since the end of June is really the actual halfway point through the year. So I will update that with you guys at that point. So long story short, that is our plan for this month. I'm very excited. I did actually front load some of our larger payments to the beginning of the month just because I want to reach that under 40,000 goal a little bit early. This week and next week will probably be my two largest payments. Usually I leave those to the end of the month, but I am really excited to reach that under $40,000 goal. So I'm probably just gonna front load these payments just a little bit. So if you watched my video last week, our starting balance is $42,400, which is at 67.98% paid off. Again, if you're new here, our original starting balance was over 132,000. So that is at 67, almost 68% paid off. Our payment for this week was $1,200, leaving our ending balance at $41,200, which is actually at 68.88% paid off. So another thing that I am hoping to get to this month, and we should, probably the last payment, is reach 70% paid off. So we will hopefully be reaching two exciting milestones this month, which would be getting under 40,000 into the 30,000s, as well as getting to 70% paid off, which is crazy. When I originally started sharing on Instagram, which is where I originally started sharing about my debt-free journey before I started my YouTube channel, I was only at 40% paid off. So you guys have been with me if you've been here since the beginning from 40% paid off to almost 70% paid off. So that is incredible progress, and I'm very proud of how far we've come in the last couple of years. All right, so I'm going to take you in for our payment for this week. So as you can see here, our starting balance was $42,400. Our last week's payment was about $1,500. So we are going to go into making a payment, manage payments, and we will be paying on the Stafford loan in the amount of $1,200. And I'm setting that for Thursday, like I usually do, so that it clears on Friday. And here I am just setting my allocation to pay the intended loans for this week. So I will talk about this a little bit in a minute when I'm done with this clip, but my loan balances are a little bit different, and you will, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen why, but I am just updating these balances to their current payoff for what we are trying to currently pay off. And as you can see here, our payment is now scheduled. So again, we do usually talk about our side hustle income for this week. So this is for 5/28 through yesterday, which was the 3rd. So I did not have a lot of side hustle income. If you follow me on Instagram, I did post last weekend about wanting to go do Instacart over the holiday weekend, over Memorial Day weekend. And unfortunately, there were just no orders. I don't know if it's because it was a holiday weekend and a lot of people were out of town or like grilling out. It was really nice weather here, so it was kind of bizarre. I was, hoping to get some orders, and unfortunately there just weren't any in my area on, I think it was on Sunday that I was trying to do it. But yeah, so that was a little bit disappointing. I did want to go out and do Instacart, but unfortunately it just wasn't cooperating. So I actually did something kind of crazy. I signed up for DoorDash and for Amazon Flex. So those are two side hustles that I actually talked about in my video that I posted earlier this year about side hustles. And they've been two that I've been a little bit interested in exploring. I actually haven't gone out and done either of them yet. I just got approved for both of them a couple days ago. So I'm not 100% sure like what my plan is there. Honestly, it was more so just to give me more options for times where I do want to go out and side hustle and Instacart is not busy. I don't think I'm going to be stepping away from Instacart at all. That will probably always be like my first choice if I have an option, but I did just want to see what it was all about, and I've heard good things about DoorDash. It is similar to Instacart in that it's like food delivery, but it's a little bit different than like shopping for groceries, I guess. And then Amazon Flex, I have no experience in. I am not 100% sure how it works yet. I'm still kind of getting acclimated to the system, and I'm a little bit nervous to go do it. So if you do Amazon Flex, drop a comment down below and let me know any tips that you have or like how it works. Or if you want to DM me on Instagram, that would be cool too. So look for maybe an update the month of June. I'm not like super committed to doing either of them. It was more so just like I was frustrated that Instacart didn't have any opportunities for me that day, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try other things too. So I will update you guys when I have more information on that. But I did sign up for both of those and get approved for both of them. The sign up process for both was really easy, and the approval process was really, really quick. I got approved in like less than a day for both of them. So if you're considering it, I definitely think it's a good option because it's really fast. So I know this is like a really chatty update video today, you guys, so bear with me a little bit, but if you follow me on Instagram, you would have heard my saga with Great Lakes last week. So there was a whole issue, and I'm not sure if any of you guys have Great Lakes as your loan servicer. Please drop a comment down below and let me know if you had any of these issues too. But basically, they reprocess all of my payments that I have made. So I have been making payments since the loan forbearance and 0% interest. Since the beginning, I have never stopped making payments. I did originally start in January, so I did make my regular payments while I was paying off my private student loans. And then I think I started targeting my federal student loans in August of 2020. So that was really where I started paying weekly on my federal student loans. Anyways, I probably have made about 60 to 70 payments since the COVID forbearance in March of 2020. And I got a notification, or I looked on my phone on my birthday, which was May 26th, and I noticed that my student loan balance was $91,000. And I was in the middle of a meeting, and so I kind of had like a mild panic attack, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, I know that my student loan balance is not this high. And yeah, so anyways, basically I called and they were like, oh, we're reapplying your payments. Don't worry about it. Everything will go back to normal. Long story short, it didn't go back to normal. They reapplied all of my payments. They basically said, like, if I wanted to reapply them the way that I had applied them, that I would have to submit written documentation about how I wanted them. And it was a whole mess. So when I originally started paying on my student loans, I was using the snowball method, and then I switched to the avalanche method. So basically what they did was they reapplied them how they would have applied them if I would not have given them any direction. So it would have gone, all of my payments would have gone to the avalanche method because they pay the highest interest rate first when you're making extra payments, which is fine. That's why I was just like, you know what, it's fine. Like, we're just gonna leave it. But that means that all of my student loan balances are different. So long story short, if you remember from last week, we had a Target loan tracker. That Target loan is actually gone now. It was paid off due to just the way that my loans were reapplied. So we are now down to that one large grad school loan that I've talked about a little bit. So this is what we are working with now. So we are just starting. If you remember from my last video last week, I will link it above if you want to go check it out. This balance was, I think, about $19,400 or something. And now it is $20,900 because of the way that they got reapplied, which is fine. So this is now our target loan. We are starting from scratch on this loan. I'm just going to restart everything. So hopefully that's not too confusing. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. This is target loan 43. The interest rate is 5.31. This is my current highest interest rate, and it is a $20,900 balance. So for this week's payment, I will be coloring in 5 of my loans, my little icons here. And then for my total loan tracker that I restarted as of January 1st, when my balance was $64,700, I will be filling in 1.5. So I'm gonna quickly fill these in, and then I will come back and talk to you guys and finish up the video.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard.
All right, so that is where we are sitting with our trackers. We are about 3.5, a little bit over 3.5 lines here on this yearly tracker. And then on my target loan tracker, again, we did fill in 5 icons today. So, you know, it was a very frustrating week. I definitely let it get to me a little bit because I was just so frustrated because I have a lot of different trackers, as you guys know, that like talk about my balances and everything. So it was a lot to go through and update everything, but you know what? It's fine. In the end of things, they reapplied it like the Avalanche way, which is fine. I mean, it's not ideal because it's different than how I had originally applied some of them, but it is what it is. We are just going to move on. So we are now down to my last grad school loan. So this is the loan that we'll be focusing on. This loan and then the rest of my loans are actually about the same. So this one loan and the remaining 9 loans that I have, I think my remaining 9 are about $21,000 and this one is $20,900. So this loan, once it's paid off, I feel like the rest of them are going to go so quick. I'm actually, after this loan is paid off, I talked about this a little bit in the May update as well. So if you did not watch that, I linked it earlier. But after this loan is paid off, I will be switching back to the snowball method for the remaining 9 loans. They do range from like $100 to about, I think, $4,400. So instead of maintaining the Avalanche method, I decided to, after this loan is paid off, switch back to the snowball. So that will be exciting. Those loans will definitely go a lot quicker. Some of them I will be able to get paid off multiple in a month. And so I know that once this big loan is paid, that it'll go really fast. So that is my update for this week. I'm so sorry. It was very chatty and very long. I had a lot to update you guys on. And if you were on my Instagram last week, you probably saw a lot of those updates about the Great Lakes thing. So I'm sorry if that was double info, but I had to let you guys know because I know you were probably confused why this is completely different than it was last week. And unfortunately, that's just the way that it landed. So I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a comment down below and let me know how your week went. Bye guys.